Hello boys and girls, Ant here, and today I'm playing Disgaea PC. Oh boy, this has got a bit of a thing going on, hasn't it? It's got I've just actually started the game, but it's got a whole bunch of blooming issues going on with its port, hasn't it? But we're going to look at them, because this is going to be the first of a series. That's my intention, is to do a whole series of Disgaea videos. Don't worry about him, he's just talking. And as this is going to be the first, I'm going to mostly look at the issues with the port that's come up and try to rush through the tutorials a little bit. So yeah, the first thing you'll notice, there's a bloody mouse cursor on the screen. You can't get rid of it. There's an option in the menus called mouse off, does nothing, it's always there. Oh, there's Etna with her new voice. Second issue, it's got D-input buttons even when you're using an Xbox 360 or a PS4 pad, which that's a bit silly in this day and age. It also means that the shoulder triggers don't work. And I'll come to that later, if I remember. But hey, I got it running at 60 frames per second. Oh no, it's staying there. It's staying there. You see, this is a problem people have had. The game isn't running too well for a lot of people.
If that's the case, there's only one thing left to do.
And the problems are many. And it seems to be mostly tied to Vsync and SSAO, things like that. Game also, as far as I can tell, seems to be like upscaling really sort of inconsistently. Like you look at the edges of the coffin lid that's hanging off, it's got jagged edges, but nothing else has jagged edges like that. I mean, sprites obviously do, but there's, you know, low res 2002 sprites. Is it 2002? Jesus. We'll let the Har wake up and do his thing, and then we'll see how this game runs. I've been playing it for about 2 hours last night, and I've got to make sure I don't save over my save file. But I have found a way to get it to work properly, because what happens is, so I'm talking over the cutscene here, that's a faux pas, but what happens is, if the Vsync works, it's fine, but I found it only works if you switch it on during battle most of the time. If you have the Vsync switched on outside of battle, everything goes half the speed it's supposed to. But right now it's running fine because it's going 60 frames per second. I think the Vsync might be off, so we'll see when the camera moves. Oh shit, I skipped that by accident. He said it's just King Kacheski died. That's what she was telling him.
2 years ago.
Yeah, he died 2 years ago. So I've skipped over some stuff. Dreadful start.
Wait a second. So you're telling me that I've been sleeping for over 2 years?
Yeah, you have. Yup. Dramatic pause.
Yup? Why didn't you wake me up earlier?
What do you think she's been trying to do?
Excuse me, but what do you think I've been doing all
Exactly.
this time? The netherworld has gone to hell while you were sleeping.
It was already hell, it's the Netherworld, but never mind. I'm sure it's a play on words.
It's not my fault if some other
Oh,
demon
that slowed down for a second. That's another thing, random slow frame rate dips. I'm hoping the audio doesn't go completely out of sync. Sometimes when frame rate goes completely loopy on a video, it can mess up the recording and end up like putting the audio out of sync with the video.
How bold of them! I shall show no mercy, for I am the Harl, the rightful heir to the throne.
Your humble vassal Etna will accompany you.
That froze a bit. Etna's joined my party. Right, so let's see what happens here. Oh,
Episode 1, Prince of the Netherworld.
I like that. Yeah, you can't get rid of the mouse pointer. It's going to be at the corner of the screen there all the time. Right, everything's running fine right now. We've hit a lucky patch, so that's okay. But yeah, one of the things that I found is a way to break the Vsync if you do get it working. First things first, you go behind this chair and you press a button and you hit the switch. But we'll worry about that later. These guys don't have anything important to say. We're going to just run for it. What's this? I can't remember what this guy does. Oh, the music shop. Yeah, because this is a port of the PSP version. Uh-oh. Frame rate dip. There's a secret door here that you get later. We'll go in there after we've done a little bit of running around. Actually, I might as well do it in a minute. See if it breaks the game like it did last night. Right, it's telling me that I can buy items. That's okay. I'm going to try and skip through the tutorials because I'm sure I mean, most people looking for Disgaea videos have played the game before. But yeah, and I'll just show you some of the options. You got the graphical settings actually. We need to pop this bit. Yeah, mouse is off, but quite clearly it's working. But yeah, Vsync is on right now and it's working, so that's good. It seems to be when it loads up, it's fine. But the first time I played it, it was a mess. It was switched on off by default, I think, and I switched it back on. There's a character filter, which does make them look like they did on the PS2, but it looks too blurry when everything else is too sharp. So I'm kind of sticking with the blocky pixels. You can switch the interface to the old style interface, which is pretty cool. Which is nice. I prefer the newer one though. The map, you can retexture everything, so it'll look all like the original PS2 game. The new map textures I think are quite good though. It sort of fits in more with the newer ones. There's shadows, you can see them at the corners, going book. Normal, high. Not much difference between high and normal, there's like a little tweak. Screen end blur, now this is bullshit. It just does that. Smears Vaseline on the edges. Depth of field doesn't really. It just makes everything look fuzzy again in the corner. I don't know why you'd have depth of field in this game. SSAO doesn't really work. I wonder if I can see the corruption on the screen. Like, it looks like it's done something there, but can you see in the top right corner of the screen, just underneath my frames per second counter? It's like screwing up no end. But yeah, loads of people have reported way worse than that, so we're keeping that off. Normal map makes things bumpy, and I can't decide what I prefer. So I'm leaving normal maps on for now, because it makes like the cobblestones look alright, but everything else looks a bit sort of wanky. But we'll deal with it. But anyway, there's a switch here. Remember that. Let's see if we can break the game now. I don't know if you can access it yet. I think we might have to go back to it later. Let's see.
Prince, I'm going to the bathroom, okay?
Okay, that's a line of dialogue from after you fight mid-boss later in the game. Right. This messed up the game when I went here yesterday. As far as I can tell, it's when you go into entirely 2D areas. Unless something weird's happened overnight and the game's working fine now. Try to remember, my heart aches. This pain is proof of how dear these memories are to me. I have to get them back, she's lost her memory. Right. Oh. No, it's still working fine. Blimey. Have they stealth patched this game? Interesting. Still getting those frame rate stutters though. Have you saved yet? No, I haven't. We should save. Well, I'm going to make sure I don't save over my personal save file, because I don't want to do that. So save, and we'll use this one. And hopefully it always highlights that one first. Right. But yeah, you can see the frame rate stutters every now and again. I'm talking about this game breaking and all sorts, and it's working fine today. That's quite good. I wasted 7 minutes though. We'll skip the story, so we can just go straight to the punching them a fair bit. That's fun. Alright, because we know how to play this. I know how to play this. Move Etna into the middle. I won't make her attack yet, just in case Lahal kills that one. I don't think he will though. Boom. Oh, got a combo going on there. Ooh. When the enemies have their turn, there's a weird sort of rumbly sound that starts happening, which I think was in the PS2 version, but I don't think it was as loud as it is on this one. Attack that one. I should get into the controls actually. There's because it is a PSP port, like, you know, made to look a little bit nicer and whatnot, but it is like 100% a port of the PSP game. But in the PSP version, you could hit R2 and L2, and it would zoom in and out. But you can't on this. You have to hold X and tap LB to zoom in and out, and RB to go to the next nearest player. And that's weird. Like, because that's the control method that was on the PSP version of the game. And like, clearly this game doesn't have X input support, which would be really handy. There's another thing where, I'll show you in a second, they're going to kill him, aren't they? I'll just show you one. Oh, I can't lift yet because I haven't done the tutorial for it. When you lift or aim an attack, you have to use the D-pad. Anything that's got like a cursor that lets you aim where the attack hits, or a direction or something like that. Yeah, you have to use this. Kill Margarita. You have to use the D-pad to aim. You can't use the analog stick. It's really bit strange, that. Might pop him there. And Lahal can stand here so we can get a combo going. Maybe there'll be a 4-way combo. Am I on I can't tell if I'm on him or not. I think I am. Yeah, right. We got a 3-way combo. No achievement for getting the first 4-way combo. Doesn't seem like the achievements throw out too quickly on this either. There's no like, well done for switching the game on, here's your 10 achievements type thing going on. Oh, he's dead. We finished that stage. Yeah, give me the hell. Exit out, heal. Gotta do that. Yeah, you treat my wounds here. You earn prizes, huh? Yeah, you get prizes for the more they heal you. I didn't pick up any good items. Save again, just in case something goes horribly wrong, because that's something I learned doing the Disgaea 2 videos a couple of years ago. Oh, stutter. I'm quite glad this is working alright. That's really strange. Last night it was just like Vsync everywhere. Oh, more stray demon. I didn't skip the story. Oh, now he's going to teach us about tossing. I'll skip through this. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, lifting and throwing. I had the 2 things that seemed to turn off the... I'm going to try to skip through as fast as I can. 2 things that seemed to mess up the Vsync when I was playing it last night was when there was a cutscene that never goes to a 3D area and going into Etna's room. Like every time that messed it up, but it hasn't today. I wonder if... Just updated NVIDIA... That's the GeForce update, that wasn't the graphics card update. It's very strange. Yeah, she's going to throw. This is what you have to use the D-pad on instead of the analog stick, which is a bit strange. Get on with it. I meant to skip this. It doesn't matter. We'll do this fight and we'll finish the video. You see there's a lot of stuff that isn't working though. When this does drop to 30 frames per second, which is like... seems to be what the V-Sync's doing sometimes, it just knocks it down to 30 frames per second and like that icon that's moving up and down, moving at half the speed. Those boxes, as they zoom in and out, you would be able to see. But that swirly thing will definitely look slower. I was hoping it would happen when we were playing the video, but it'll probably drop up again at some point. I'm not going to bother with all that throwing stuff. I'm just going to jump in and smack some bad guys. I haven't got any specials yet, outrageous. Let's get Etna in behind him. Oh shit, I ended the turn. That wasn't intentional. Oh well. Most of them can't get near me anyway. I used to do that all the time on the PS2 version. Oh, he's dead. And she's almost dead. Should probably move her back a bit. And let her attack from a distance. And let's get some prinnies out here. I'm just going to move them here and I'm going to cancel their... I can't get one there. But I'll cancel his movement afterwards. So I can get him into a better position to attack. Boom. Because he can't attack from there. But if I cancel his move and move him back here, he can. Yay! And we'll do the same with this Prinny. We're going to move them back afterwards. So we can get the most out of them. I don't know if there's anywhere else I can actually go at, really. I think they might be able to tap the ghost. No, probably not. Oh, well done. 1 hit point and damage. Can they do anything? Let's see. No, there's not much they can do, but I'll form some sort of protection around Etna. Because she's low on health, and, you know, it'd be mean to let her die on the second stage. You two can defend. Right, end turn. I was playing last night, I got to did the first battle against mid-boss, and yeah, almost died on the first mid-boss battle. Which, if you know your Disgaea, you know that's shameful, and you know something that you should be sad about, and you probably should be mocked for if you die on that fight. Yay, level up. Right. Let's get. I didn't really put Lahal in the best position there, did I? Right, we're going to move him here just to. Oh shit! Ended the turn again, like an idiot. Oh well, they should be able to kill this one. 17 hit points. Yeah, got to stop ending the turn. Fair enough. Right. Let's attack him and attack him. We'll have another tutorial stage to do tomorrow. Well, but yeah, it's quite good that the video's behaved itself. I'm quite glad with that. I did start. I wonder if it's the recording function, because someone said they added the game to Nvidia and let Nvidia's like something the Nvidia can do, graphics cards can do, handle it, and everything stayed at 60 frames per second when they did that. And I wonder if because I've got Shadow Play running, it's forcing it to run like that, forcing it to maintain the frame rate properly, because it's not slowing down or anything. That's a good thing for recording. But the screen tearing's terrible when that kicks in. In fact, it didn't do anything after I went into the whole Etna's secret room, and it's still fine now. That's really interesting. So if you're recording on Shadow Play, like, you can't activate Shadow Play when the game starts, you have to activate it on the desktop and then load up the game. But yeah, let's get them healed, because they've been hurt. Don't forget that. Boom. No prizes. But yeah, we'll save there. And we'll call that the end of part 1, because this is going to be a series. That's my intention. And I'm glad you can see the frame rate stuttering there a fair bit, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was when I was playing without Shadow Play recording. It must be that. It must be Nvidia maybe taking hold of it and keeping it at 60 frames per second maybe. It's stuttering a fair bit though. But it was breaking up so bad. I wanted to try and record some last night, but I forgot to do it. But obviously I wouldn't have been able to. I couldn't start the recording when the game was started earlier, just a minute ago. But anyway, that's Disgaea. Here's another thing I've noticed. It's upscaling graphics from PS2 to a resolution that's not an exact multiple of the original resolution. So when you get sprites and they move, you can see these little tiny wavy lines that build up as the sprites are being adjusted to stay a consistent size, like that. I don't know if you can see just along his chest and face. It happens horizontally as well, like that. But that's where basically the pixels are being rescaled to match your screen's resolution. Anyway, thank you for watching part 1 of this. There's going to be more parts, and occasionally when good old Mucker Paul comes round, we're going to record a whole bunch of them together so we can get like a whole series done out on a schedule. But yeah, I want to try and finish this game, because I want to do one Disgaea game completely. Disgaea 2 started becoming a pain to record, and it looked horrible all the time, I thought. But anyway, thank you for watching. When they do update this and they patch it to make it run better, I will mention, because it doesn't seem to be showing up in the video. But hey, thanks for watching, I'll catch you later, and goodbye.